Senator Steele-John.
Well, let me first congratulate you, Madam President, on your re-election to the position of Deputy President. I return to this chamber filled with hope and with energy. Out west, in my state of WA, despite the beige clashing of the major parties funded as they were by their corporate donors, something incredible occurred. Thousands of people, motivated by a desire to see urgent action to get corporations and their influence out of our democracy and to get proper action on climate change, came together and joined our Green movement in one of the biggest campaigns that has been run in the over 30-year history of the Greens in WA. Together, we knocked on over 60,000 doors. We made 25,000 phone calls talking to people in community about the issues that mattered to them. And we raised hundreds of thousands of dollars from individuals, from small donations, proving that you don't need to take big corporate donations to run big community campaigns that win. Through this process, we empowered people. People entered the democratic debate in ways that they had never done before. Disabled people and young people particularly. And I want to shout out to the Accessible Australia group, the over 1,200 members of that incredible online community who so passionately engaged in the campaign for the Royal Commission into Disability Abuse and who marshalled so wonderfully during the federal election campaign all across the country. As part of that, I was so proud to be one of 16 candidates across WA for lower house seats and 5 extraordinary candidates in the Senate who represented our Green movement at the ballot box and did so much to take our message into communities from the Kimberley to Esperance and everywhere in between. And I want to make sure that the Hansard record reflects their names in glorious black ink. They were Caroline Perks, our candidate for Perth, Jessie Hutchinson, our candidate for Fremantle, Liberty Kramer, our candidate for Swan, Jodie Freeman, our candidate for Brand, Simone Collins, our candidate for Burt, Nelson Blake Gilmore, our wonderful candidate for O'Connor, Nerily Boschhammer for Forest, the Yaruman Johani Mamid for the seat of Durack, Jodie Moffat for the seat of Canning, Leanne Miles for the seat of Hasluck, Daniel Vucic for the seat of Moore, Eugene Marshall for the seat of Pearce, Judith Cullity for the seat of Stirling, Mark Cooper for Cowan, Martin Spencer for Tangney, and Buan Khadga in the Senate alongside Heather Lonsdale, Jordan Cahill, Jacqueline Van Grootel and, of course, Giz Watson. I also want to thank, Madam Deputy President, my incredible team, without which I would have been able to achieve in this place nothing whatsoever. To Trish Coucher, my incredible Chief of Staff, who always makes sure that I am where I am meant to be when I am meant to be there. To Elliot Sawyers for his incredible puppy energy during the campaign and everywhere in between. To Amy Smith for her sound and resolute policy advice, to Gabby Nind for her enthusiasm and fresh insight, to Connor Slight for some of the most incredible digital material that has been seen in this space, to Andrea Pizzi for always being in the legislative foxhole alongside me, and to Tim Oliver, who is quite simply one of the best media guys in this place. I would also be incredibly remiss without thanking my Senate colleague in WA, Rachel Seward, and her incredible team. There is not a day that goes by, nor was there a day during the campaign, that I did not thank whatever exists up there for their existence and their support. While I'm at it, Madam Deputy Speaker, I must give my heartfelt thanks to WA State Director Sophie Greer, Lead Organiser Lily Newbury-Freeman, Georgia Blackburn and Eva Bates, who led the team at GWA. I have never worked in all my life, nor will I ever again, with such an incredible team of women who brought it and absolutely smashed it. To those folks out in community right now, who may well have watched the proceedings of today and may well be feeling frustrated with the state of politics in Australia, take heart and take hope. Together we are strong. Together there is hope. Our Green movement will be a powerful source of opposition to this government. We will take the fight to get corporate influence out of our democracy and real action on climate change right up to the Morrison government. And together we will win.
Thank you,